Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Peace. What up, though? This is KONG. You got two of the same lighter? I do. This is the GoReal or Go Home show. With 60 minutes of what is, what was, and what will be. We have some amazing guests with us today. How you doing, Mark?
What's going on?
Mark's all right. He ready to get his pop. I was trying to get me a lighter that worked. Bro gave me a joke lighter at first. I am excited to be here with this sister in particular because outspoken is underrated, right? People say I speak my mind, I tell it like it is, but there's certain ways to do it, not to be offensive or an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways to do it to be teaching. She uses these as teaching moments, and what I've learned from Miss Lake's page is that you're gonna learn something.
Oh, you was talking about me?
Yes.
Oh, shit. I thought he was talking about you.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, that's a hell of an introduction.
She's going hard and keeping it 100, and this is the Go Real or Go Home show. So this is why she's here. If you would like to introduce yourself.
What's going on, my people? My name is Lake B, also known as Lake of Fire at one time in my life by the Mr. Mark over here and
Phoenix.
Mr. Marcus. So, but I'm just here. I'm happy to be back on 7 Mile Radio. This is one of my original homes, so I'm just proud to be here tonight. Thank you so much for the invite.
Did you just reference Mr. Marcus on my show?
Not the porn star.
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. I'm well aware. That's what it was. It was like, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying?
If there's any way for me to reference Dick, I'm going to do it.
Jesus. Here we go. I told y'all. Here we go. All right. Now, moving on. We talk about Go Real or Go Home. This next brother and his amazing wife is here because I just started being a father, right? My life is on the internet, so everybody know my babies are brand new to me, right? But the brothers around me have been being fathers for decades. You know what I'm saying? They got their time in. So when I was still running around thinking life is just all about me, I had men around me who had already been spending years putting other people ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't personally know any deadbeat fathers. You know what I'm saying? Like the men who we circulate with, they all handle their business. So even though we met on music, my admiration and my respect for him came beyond the bars we wrote together and the weed we smoked together. It was like, you got to watch people. You feel me? I watched that his sons would come to the studio with him. I watched that he would miss the studio for his sons. You know what I'm saying? His babies were always important to him. And now that I see they grown up, damn, they're grown men. You know what I'm saying? And I look up, I'm like, bro, they did it. He out of there. He done got them on their way. And he said, I done met one. I'm starting all over again. So I've been waiting for the chance to talk to this brother because we all got a past. We all lived our life. But I see when he was ready to be for real. And when he found someone he was ready to be for real with, that's exactly what he did. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we go real or go home around here. We appreciate that. If y'all can introduce yourselves, please.
Appreciate that. Well, to my left is my lovely wife, Alexandria Froze,
Closer to your mic, brother.
other known as Carmen Morrison, and I myself am Brian Morrison, a.k.a. Cash St. James.
All right. So how long have you all been married?
Coming up on a year in July.
Yeah, I'm glad you knew that. You know
I was like, what you going to say?
Right. You know what I'm saying? All right, so how y'all, so this is still, people who've been married for forever would call this, y'all still newlyweds for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do y'all still feel like newlyweds, or you feel like because we knew each other before, or whatever, like?
No, I don't think it's so much because we knew each other before, because we really didn't. Like, our relationship happened extremely fast.
Yeah.
So it was like we met, we got engaged, we got married. Like, literally in that order.
It happens. Yeah. There's no question when it actually happens that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when everything is sparkling, and everything is right. I just seen a sister go on a cruise, her first cruise ever in life.
Really?
And she did not come home. She met her
Who
brother.
Killed her?
She met her brother. She met her brother. I think she was on it for like 7 days or something. Met her brother on day 2. By day 7, she decided, well, I'm gonna go meet his family. You know what I'm saying? They left the cruise, went to meet his family. But she ain't here. She still ain't here.
Hey.
She down there with them. Talking about I done finally met him. Everything is going great. I don't need Detroit no more.
Hey.
He like-
when it happens,
listen.
it happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Hashtag
We got another
goals.
sister who said she obviously she went through all the same struggles here as single mothering and giving brothers a shot here in this Metro Detroit area. She decided to pursue her career down south, right? And went down there and started working down south and met her brother, and they just got married. She been gone for 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not that it don't exist, but we be pushing it. Nobody said that your soulmate would always be in your area code. You know what I'm saying? Like that. God didn't even know about area codes.
And that's one of the things that I've been thinking about because I'm in my mid-40s and I've yet to find my long-lasting partner. And I'm like, you got to be a damn fool with all this personality to actually think that he just got to be in the deep.
Yeah.
And I've only lived here and never really explored other options. And I feel like I'm like at middle age. Like, what's going to stop you from taking a leap and going everywhere? Because, shit, you talking about 2 people. I know about 6 motherfucking females that bust up and they all engaged. Like, they ain't engaged like Detroit engaged because, I guess except for y'all, you know what I mean? But usually motherfuckers around the D get engaged. They'll never get married. Like, I'm a photographer. I done took engagement photos.
And
like,
they're like, when y'all coming back for this next set?
I be shooting them
Come on,
like,
man.
hey, I'll do wedding pictures too.
That's why I stopped
No
doing
response.
Valentine's
No
Day.
response. I'm sick of it.
I stopped promoting Valentine's Day events because people don't know if they even gonna be cool with each other in February. You know what I'm saying? Like a Valentine's Day tickets don't get sold until the week before. Like it's like you know what I'm saying? And then you still might have somebody want their money
It'd
back.
be tough.
For sure.
It'd be tough.
It'd be tough.
Is. But you're
Like-
not. Go.
I mean, it's to each his own. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to figure out how to navigate those waters. Like you said, like you feel like you're middle aged. Like you can't feel like that. You can't put that kind of pressure on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally just was like, all right, hands up.
I'm just here now.
Like, and a lot was going on. So you know what I'm saying? Like my mood and my temperament really wasn't normal. Promise you, she walked in the room and I was calm. I said, okay, I understand now. Like, I get it.
And see, we don't. Everyone.
That's so
everyone
cute.
can't talk
Like,
in
and
energies
that was that.
balances, but that's
Like-
what that is.
like-
Yeah, that's a
But,
magic
you,
energy right there.
but
Like,
see,
and that was that.
it was different for me because I grew up with, my oldest brother. He's my best friend. I grew up with all the guys or whatever. So, and the church girls. So I was like the good girl. And then I was literally on the phone with my oldest brother one day, like, why didn't you teach me how to be a whore? And he was like, what? And I'm like, the hoes are winning.
They
The
getting
hoes
married.
is getting all the dudes and they getting married and they doing all this. And I was serious. So I was at the point to where I was just like, you know what? I'm about to be a hoe. I'm going to just be a thought. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I'm not going to care. I'm not going to worry about what people say. If I want to talk to him or him, that's what I'm going to do. But then we met and I was like, oh, wait. I don't really want to be a hoe. I think
Listen,
kinda
R.I.P.
cute.
We gotta say R.I.P. Patrice O'Neal, right? Patrice O'Neal had a whole comedy set. He was an amazing comedian, but he used to go hard on relationships, and he had a whole comedy set about how men and women save each other
yeah.
from that type of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to be a 45, 50-year-old man trying to figure out just how much money you gotta spend for it to be nice to you? Do you want to be a 50-year-old woman deciding whether or not you're gonna go on and be a cougar
Right.
because dog at the grocery store keeps saying hi? You know what I'm saying? Like, finding your mate
Yeah.
saves you from that. Now,
Not
me,
the
I
same
keep a 40
position.
ball in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I'm prepared for the life that I have. You know what I'm
I
saying?
needed $40 yesterday.
We
Uh-uh.
should've said something. You
I
should've
just asked
said
for half
something.
of a hairdo. I couldn't even get somebody
on.
to give me that. That's why I'm single.
Tongue and you got
Listen.
that $40 still in your pocket.
Lord, listen. Don't bring that up. I was gonna
That's
do this, but
relationship
we not even
knows.
bringing that up. I refuse to have that a part of my show.
If
Okay,
we
I am not a fan of that. You know what I'm
what
saying?
give it,
Oh,
I
shit.
don't listen, man. When my woman take a picture with her tongue out, I hate it. To my put your fucking tongue in your mouth. Why is your tongue? What is it trying to say? What are you projecting in the photo with the family?
Put it here.
You feel me?
Yeah, put it here.
I stumbled
I eat them.
upon a Facebook photo of this particular individual in question. You know what I'm saying?
Me?
And I thought it was an
right here.
emoji on her face. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn! It wasn't an emoji.
Well,
It comes out of her throat.
But you can't convince me. I have an extremely long tongue. Okay. It's been mine all my life. You can't convince me that my tongue is the reason why I ain't in no relationship. You know what I mean? I don't think a motherfucker scroll by my picture and be like, hey, that's a bitch that look like she don't need a man. Like, I'm sure I look like I need a man if my fucking tongue hit my goddamn chin. That cannot be a relationship, no. Now, he can ask me once we get together to not put my tongue out so often. Because I need that guy. I need the guy that put this so often because I'm going to be me.
See?
Or I'm going to fuck up.
There we go. That's
And
and I'm glad y'all here for this.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all here for this. Because people want to say, are we talking? We talking?
We talking.
Okay, people want to say, you know, I'm out here, I'm trying to meet someone. And I remember a sister used to go to, I knew a sister personally, she used to go to biker clubs. That was her partying, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was a regular girl that wasn't in the club but went to biker clubs. All the time. And when she said, I'm just looking for a man, I say, well, you know, you're going to find a man, you're going to stop going to biker clubs. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh, no, he going to have to accept me for who I am.
Game
And
over.
then I was like, oh, well, no, sir. No, sir. You
Game
can't
over.
go to the Afro Dogs. What's your motherfucking man?
Game over.
Who's supposed to come looking for you? I ain't coming. I ain't gonna come looking for you if you don't. If you just ain't gonna be fine.
No, not now.
We already know
The
how
Satan
that.
sag.
I already know how that roll.
No,
goes.
but see,
But then they want a certain
this
caliber
is,
of nigga,
but
right? They
wait
want
a
certain
minute.
caliber
So
of
I
man
brought that
with
back to because I'm gonna stick it out.
I'm gonna tell you this: 20 years of biker, retired, and I have a master's degree. Actually, when I was riding with the Rough Riders, it was some of the best times of my life. And when I did meet a guy, I was very respectful because even now to this day, if anybody see me on the scene, I'm respected
But you was
because
a member, though, right?
I was
That's
a member.
different. Yeah, that's for real. Like if
Okay.
a guy meets
Yeah.
you and you a member, he
Yeah,
damn near
that's-
gotta
that's
accept that.
different.
She
You know
was
what I'm
just a
saying?
hang around
Like,
who liked
when you just
the vibe.
property, when you property,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like when you club
Property,
property, I mean that's what they call
I mean,
it.
yeah,
That's what they
yeah,
call
you
it.
right.
You know what I'm saying? The scragglers are club property. You know what I'm saying? So
serve two
Scragglers.
masters. They serve two masters.
like,
But
not about to
I,
play
yeah,
that
old
type-
girl
not about
was
to
a
play that
straggler.
game.
The one I knew was a
but
straggler.
I get both of you gentlemen's point because like I met a guy who's in a motorcycle club now. And I am not in that lifestyle. And my question to him is like, okay, so how long you plan on doing this lifestyle?
'Cause you know what it is.
Because I know it.
Right.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, these motherfuckers, I want to party. I want to party.
That's
Like,
right.
god damn, can we watch a series? I'm behind on power. Like, I'm trying to catch, I ain't
catch
even.
up in the
I don't even know who killed Ghost yet. Like,
She really though.
I'm
She
on,
was in the very
I'm
beginning
on,
of
I'm on
Power.
season 3. Okay.
Listen,
Crazy.
Lord.
So to my point, I respect that, and if she like you,
Because then your tongue is for him, right? So
What-
no more public tongue.
no. But what I said is my relationship goal would be that man that it didn't bother so much.
He got that type of energy where it's
That he
fun.
has that
like having
energy.
that
You know
fun,
what I mean?
right.
Like, I'm not saying it's a deal breaker, but sometimes in the beginning, when I notice people, you'll pull people in by certain attributes that you have, and then all those attributes become a no for that person. And I can't deal with that.
That's because
like,
you're coveting them now.
right, but
Yeah,
you like the first 10 pictures you like, my nigga had my tongue out. Like, not all
you
of a
like,
sudden,
damn,
not
you
my
got tongue
woman.
Oh, you got a problem with my tongue.
Take them all down.
Yes.
Yes,
What you
because he
want?
know
Like,
what's
that's
up. You know how
100%.
he got here. You feel me? I don't want you
I mean-
really nobody else in.
Oh, okay.
it's part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got this big muscle bound nigga who work out. You know what I'm saying? And he used to plaster his shit all over Facebook to get the attention.
I know
You know what I'm
a guy that
saying?
does
Then
that.
when
I don't like his page.
you know what I'm saying? Then when you get with him, it's like
Cover your
like
shirt,
like
put
no,
your shirt on.
like
Why your body
It-
all
it-
out?
See, here's the thing. That's the reason why you don't get with an individual like that already operates in a way that you know you're not gonna be able to. Because it's
Right.
not how much you like about a motherfucker that's gonna
Right.
turn. That's the thing, right? And I said, how many times have you heard me say this shit, like, right? You already know where I'm going, right? When we go at people for a relationship, like when we dating or whatever, it's all about all of the things searching for the shit that we like. But it's how long we can deal with the shit that we don't like in the individual. It's going to determine how long the
That's
relationship
exactly how I
lasts.
do it. That's exactly how I do. I got this bunch of stuff I like, and you got like 3 things I hate. And if I can't get you to stop doing those, then I start chipping away at the shit I like.
But see, I was,
Now I don't like that much
this
shit.
don't matter,
Eventually,
that
the
don't
stuff
matter,
I
that
like is
don't
at the
matter.
same
All right,
level
now
with the
we
shit I
here.
hate. And now we got to make some
but see,
decisions.
that I didn't do that with him though. With the whole question of what is it that you're looking for, I didn't tell him any of that. And the reason I didn't is because
Give a blueprint.
yeah, I'm not exactly. I'm not gonna tell him how to get me.
Yeah.
People say, well, what
you,
kind of
that
person
need
do
to be
you
in a
like?
book.
Yeah.
I would listen to women talk, and she'd be like, I'll look at it on Facebook, and she'd say, because I don't mess with nobody with kids. The first time I lied and said I didn't have kids, I thought it was I didn't feel bad at all. So I was like, I ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if that's what you need, I'll say I don't have it.
That's what you
feel
want to
me?
hear.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? You said it. All right, I ain't got no kids.
right,
Yeah,
okay.
me and my mom get along just fine. Whatever you need, just move forward. So yeah, you're right. Don't give him the blueprint.
Yeah, I didn't.
Let's see how he moving on his
Right,
own.
right.
Yeah.
I wanted
mean,
to see
Let's
that
see what you
myself.
naturally are, because
Yeah.
if it's not a natural fit, I don't want you to, you know what I'm saying, I would rather be loved for who I am, hated
Exactly.
for who I am,
Exactly.
than loved for who I'm
Or
not,
judge
right?
on who you are.
So I'm not going to make up a motherfucker just for the sake of you loving me and
Right.
shit.
Right.
Because I want to be authentically myself at all
Yeah.
times. So
Okay.
I wasn't putting on airs for him. It wasn't like, I'm not getting dialed up because
Right.
you coming over.
Right.
If I'm in jeans and sweats, I'm in jeans and sweats. If I got my scarf on my head, I
Little
got my
do y'all
scarf
know
on my
we
head.
like
You
that
come into
shit.
my house
Yes,
to chill
but
with
it
me.
gives him the
Little
it
do you
gives him
fucking
the,
know.
it gives
This
him the
is
raw
what
and
you
real
get.
in the
Like,
bed.
like,
This
like
is
I,
what
like
you
I
get
told
on
her,
a
like
chill
that shit
night.
don't bother me.
Right.
Like that's perfect for me. Like okay,
As long
because
as
I'm
you
coming
ain't
to fuck
funky.
over in sweats and a t-shirt. Like I'm not about to have on
We just gonna
jeans
be
and fucking
people.
Right.
Balenciagas.
You know?
Be people.
But then when we
No.
go out, like he sees, like, oh, she cleans up nice. Like she knows how to present
Yeah.
herself when she's
Hey.
out. You know?
Now this is the most beautiful part. We know how the dynamic is with men and women in shopping, right? Mm-hmm. Hey, and fellas, y'all can see me on my live. Like I love this shit. She hate to fucking shop. She
In and out.
no, she allows me to do it for her.
I wish I had a man in shop. I can't
Yeah,
stand
he
that
shops
shit.
for me.
Like
and
you
I
pick her
hate it.
clothes out?
Yes.
Everything. Like I'm her fucking personal
Like,
stylist.
yeah.
My dad is like that for my mom, and I always thought that was
is,
dope.
That is some dope ass shit. Like if that's not like the utmost
know you
respect
with
for your
somebody.
mate.
I wish
Because
a woman would like
ultimately,
you.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
dressing
like the
for
Matrix
anybody
part.
but
I was
him.
like a
So
jobby.
if he's picking out my
But
clothes,
you
he's
would think
ultimately
that-
saying this is
you
what
would
I
think
like.
approving
He's
on
This is
approving
what
of
I
what you
right.
wear, right?
Right.
No,
He's
you
approving
gonna
it and he's
cover all
saying
this
like,
shit.
yo,
No.
this is sexy. And it's not like he's just giving me big ass clothes to put on. Like,
No.
no. When he's buying me stuff, I'm like, is this too small? And he's
he
like,
like,
no.
yeah,
Nah, that's
yeah,
perfect.
Right, he's like,
That's
no,
perfect.
that's hot.
Like I promise you, like you know what I'm saying, like my homeboy throw these events, like them type of events. You know what I'm saying? So like we go and like she has on this bodycon dress, you know what I'm saying, but it's cut out everywhere.
But it's a place and a time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
perfect
yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the perfect opportunity.
Whenever I used to go to strip clubs, I would tell
like
my
they was
girl,
looking
it's
at her
time to
like,
put
oh
that
my god.
ponytail on.
Right.
Like, oh my god,
Who
like
let you wear
like
Yes.
that?
Like,
Like,
yeah,
he
they
put it
See,
extra.
they had
So-
it on Facebook,
so-
they had it on the internet.
so-
Like,
That's
husbands
a
are husbands
different
okay
level
with
of
their
you
wives wearing
honoring your
risque
husband
clothes,
and him
but
trusting you.
If
as
that's
a
how
man.
you
Yeah.
get down, that's how you get
But
down.
that's
like-
kind of like my point. Like I need the guy who is cool with certain things that I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
How you
I don't
dress is
need
his
the
foreplay. He
motherfucker to
likes
tell
that.
me what he
tryna
don't like all the
change you.
time.
Right.
That
Don't
I
nobody
don't
wanna
agree.
hear that.
Don't nobody
Yeah.
want to hear that.
No.
Like
So-
you gonna
Okay, so
wear
wait,
them
vice
gym
versa
shoes?
to
Like
that.
I
If
wear
you a
gym
person-
shoes
you
all
know
the
what?
time.
If you're a person that's constantly telling somebody, and this is what people ain't paying attention to, is right there in your face. If you're the person that's constantly telling someone what you don't like, it's time for you to also take inventory
Yeah.
of the person you with now, because they're
Absolutely.
becoming
Yeah, yeah.
more. They're either becoming less of who they really are,
Absolutely.
or becoming more of who they truly should be, based on how you're handling it.
And then
You know
in
what I'm saying?
Take
situations like
inventory
that-
on who you are.
Yes, on
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah, because it might be
Right?
time for you to.
Because you know what I mean?
that's the major factor.
Are you anything that this person wants while you put
That's the
some
because they don't
major
give a damn about the stuff you
And
don't
then
like.
you actually have
At
to
all.
be careful about being in relationships with an individual that's in competition with you.
Yep.
Oh girl.
And secret competition with you, because then that's the person that's always telling you everything that they don't like that you do, because that's everything that everybody else likes
Right.
that you do, you know, and
It's-
that's what makes you you know.
It's nothing sexier for me to meet a man and be like, "Ooh, I love when you be posting or you real, and I like that," you know, because I've dated. I have a certain certain kind of personality, people flock to me. People speak to me because I'm kind when I'm out, you know, and I've dated 2 men who thought they were the prize, like they were supposed to get the attention, and I'm like, for one, I'm the bitch in the relationship, so why you want the attention? Like that's some old feminine ass emotional shit.
I don't never really know what they mean when they talk about that because obviously I've been
because you're a big guy, like you gonna get the
so I ain't never really, you know what I'm saying, had to do too much.
I would stand on the table and jump, punch you in the face if you like, ain't nobody notice me.
No, I feel like that's a spectacle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like being stared and gawked at.
Like, I've been knowing this dude for 14 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, and being, you know what I'm saying, out in public. You know what I'm saying? And we are on this platform. You know what I'm saying? And it's a fandom. Like, you see people there, and they are literally like excited and afraid. Like, that shit is the funniest shit ever.
You know, that's what makes racism. They like you and hate you at the same time. Like, they can't even understand. Can you imagine those feelings in you?
Somebody told me the wonderful people can't stand the beautiful people. And I was like, I get that every day at work. They're so wonderful.
Like, in my time, I've gotten people who would rather keep you in a certain space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I've been in intellectual spaces where they prefer I just be the big dude.
Yeah.
And then I've been in places where I was supposed to be the big dude, and they was like, okay, you know too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've spent my life, when I would hear women say things like, well, y'all don't know what it's like in a workplace. We either got to go hard or dumb it down. I'm like, that's a human thing. I've been in many workspaces where I either try to make myself small because of how somebody feels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really based on how the world is treating you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't want to say too much. Don't want to answer a question, even though it was asked to everybody.
Yeah.
You can't be big and no shit. You feel me? So it's definitely you're looking for the balance in this world of friends and co-workers, and everything is a challenge. I'm lucky to have the co-workers I have. Mark to put up with my shit. Certain people don't put up with it. Some of them just run away. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a solid motherfucker, so I don't be caring if they run off. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question for you guys. If you could name some of the goals in the relationship.
From this point. Like, what's their goals in the future? Or
I mean, goals. Like, if it's from in the beginning to get here or in the future. Because I know it changes over time. Like, I'll tell you one thing. Even a woman like myself, I'm always envious of wives. You know, and people don't like when you say jealous, envy, things like that. They want to stop you from using certain words. But it's like, no, I can't believe that I will be put on this earth to never be a man's wife. You know what I mean? Because even when y'all talk about the outfit, he knows you're his. You know you belong to him. Ain't no question about it.
For sure.
I can see the ring from here. It is fucking blinding.
Oh shit, I just looked at it.
Fuck off.
Oh shit, I just looked at it. Okay, so this is why I just looked at it. You don't be looking at nobody's wife. I barely looked at her. You know what I'm saying? But I did just look at that big ass ring.
Yeah, right, so goals. GOS. Because I talk funny.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, for me, it's just about building and legacy, family legacy. So I want to be able to, whatever it is that my kids want to do, whatever their interests are, that's what my goal in the marriage is right now, is to focus on what it is that they want to do, their dreams and goals. Because growing up, I didn't have that. So I didn't have people that were around me like, oh, you sing, oh, you write, you do this, let me do this, let me do that. There were few, but it wasn't like having that in-house thing to where it's like, okay, mom is encouraging us to continue to do this and continue to do that, even though she may not have done what she wanted to do. And not to say that it's too late. It's just that my goal is to focus on raising the kids and making sure that they're evolving into the people that they want to be.
Now, I hate to cut you off because sometimes what I notice, that's the first thing a woman go towards.
Not leaving him out, though.
Right, but but that's what I want to, because we're gonna mom out.
Yeah, all the time.
We're gonna mom out, period. But when it comes to your husband, like, women are doing wrong things and we can't keep a man. Right. You know, and the kids don't keep them.
They don't. And, you know, my goal is to support whatever it is that he wants to do, because ultimately our goal is the same. Now, it may be different directions that we both have or think that we have to reach that goal, but it's the same goal. Like, I may feel, hey, writing is what I excel in. He may excel in the people part of things. So I just want him to be who and whatever it is that he wants to be, because I'm going to support it. I'm going to be there. Even if I don't feel like, hey, that might not be a good idea. I'm just going to make sure that I have the backup plan already. So when he says, that didn't really work out, it don't matter. You ain't even got to explain because here we go. Right here, we good. So I'm just here to be his backup to me. And I don't mind being that. I don't have a problem with being in the front, but that's not my role. He's the leader. He's the husband. Why would I have married him if I wanted to have that role? I don't want to be in the front. I don't want to make the decisions. That's the part of being a wife. You tell me what it is that we want to do, because ultimately I know if he's following God and I'm following him, then I'm on the right path. And I trust him with that. I wouldn't accept his engagement, his proposal, had I not trusted him with my life. So that's what I do. And in trusting him with my life, I can sit back and say, hey, you go ahead, you pitch it, and tell me if you need me to back it. And that's what I'm here for. So that's my goal.
That was a heavy statement she said when she said, trust you with my life.
Right.
Because that's obviously why I believe that anyone who sets out to be a husband or a wife thinks different from people who do not.
Right. Absolutely.
I believe that's a statement from a person who set out to be a wife, because she understands, based on the things historically that husbands and wives have found themselves in, this man is supposed to be responsible for my life, the safety and keeping of me. I'm not supposed to be a reckless troublemaker, you know what I'm saying? But he the one who gonna push me out the way if he see trouble coming and stand in the way. So that's a hell of a thing, because if people start thinking about that going forward, not can he really keep you safe? Do he care to keep you safe? Is he making safe decisions for himself?
Right.
Is my man getting drunk and driving, and you know what I'm saying? He gets speeding tickets drunk. I keep having to come get him from the police station. He's drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a. How can he take care of you if he's not taking care of himself?
Right.
For
So
sure.
that's when you said someone who's supposed to be responsible for my life, that was a heavy thing to say, because that is a bond we taking into each other. Like, I am going to be here for this person, and I'm going to stand in the way of all dangers. I will put myself in front of them. So that's a hell of a thing to be saying for another human being, because we know we all have flaws. And people are going into relationships now saying what they not gonna do. Right. So how you gonna say how you gonna protect somebody regardless of what? But I'm not gonna be doing this. You know what
Protect me, but I ain't gonna listen. Stand in front of the bullet, but I didn't listen when you told me to get in the car.
That person cannot care too much. It's gotta be no boundaries on the love. You know, so I appreciate you saying that.
Sophia.
I was about to say, before I answer the goals question, just to chime in on that part, you know what I'm saying, like the self-care part. So I have a philosophy that even though you are together, like, she has to be the most important person to her.
Right.
Like, she has to. If she's not, she will never be the person she is supposed to be. And that will in turn take away from everything that we're trying to do, because she's not the full potential of herself. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to make that point, so like people understand, like you have to make sure that you are the dynamic. The goal can be everything in the middle, but you have to be the dynamic at the end. Right. Like neutrons, you know what I'm saying? Like in our brain, the synapse, they fire from end to end. You know what I'm saying? Like, the electricity is in the middle, but the standpoint is here.
So you saying regardless of what y'all working on, you are always keeping her in the forefront of your mind. She's always. So that when you hear people on TV say, everything I do, I've done it for you, and he'd be like, that shit ain't true, because
you did it for
got
you.
Me locked up. You feel me? Like, no, like if you really do take the other person in consideration, that means when you make a decision, they're damn near right there with you making it.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna make a decision you know they wouldn't be cool with anyway, knowing they wouldn't be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Because real talk.
Perfect example. So, about a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit more, maybe into 2020, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to work for Ford. They were giving me flack because she was pregnant with our infant, and you know what I'm saying? We were going through some stuff. So, you know, just had to deal with it. They wanted to let me go. I said, okay, we'll work it out. Nah, anybody else in that situation is going to panic.
Yeah, or choose the job.
I'm talking about, like, we have 5 together. So we already looking at that, and here come little one. And I'm like, what to do? Got a skill set. Tell her, like, this is what I'm going to do, and we going to be straight.
the confidence for her to say, okay, not bat an eyelash, not second guess it, not say, you sure? Cool. It got to be about her. Got to make sure she, like, I run myself in the ground to make sure she is good.
To that point, there'll be women, I've seen women online who say, the words are inflammatory, submissive, and dominant. They don't say dominant enough, but they talk about submissive all the time. And they say, that's weak, and you let somebody walk all over you. You let somebody walk all over you. But the truth of the matter is, without being too crass, like when you really do care about something, you treat it right. You feel me? You take care of it. You keep it polished. You give it everything that it needs.
You know what? Difference between submissive and control.
What
absolutely.
I had a conversation with somebody today, and I was like, I'm really arguing with you because I've asked you to be there for you. Yeah. Like, I'm a woman. I'm a caretaker. I want to be taking care of somebody and submissive to somebody because most women lives are dominant. Like like doing if you're a mom, if you work,
right. You mean like all the things you're already in control of.
All the stuff you're already in control of. But when you, like you say, really love somebody, it's really a show of strength to be able to step back and let somebody lead or for you to listen. Mm-hmm. Because that means that you may be going against your own thoughts.
Yeah.
But like she said, it's like, I'm not going to compare it to a child, but like my son blindly trusts me to make sure that we're okay.
Yeah.
And that is a hell of a feat, because it ain't me. I ain't it. I ain't met a man that I be like, you said you did what? Okay, you quit the job, which means that your shit is outside when you get home.
And for
I've had that conversation.
And for me, it was like, I understood his reasoning and his concern and his care behind it. And I was pregnant, wasn't working, but even when you don't see the hustle, I always got to hustle. Mm-hmm. So I'm letting, he can go sit down and figure out what it is that you can do to make you more comfortable while I'm going through this situation, so you won't worry. Because see, me still, I'm thinking about his worry. He thinking about me, I'm thinking about him. So in the midst of everybody thinking about the other person. Right. So and that helps. Because it's like, I'm going to make sure you're okay. You're going to make sure I'm okay. And in the midst of it, I'm going to make sure that the house is okay too. So it's not like I want you to do everything on your own.
Right. Now I'm learning as you're talking, because at the same time, y'all also trusting that each other individually is going to take care of y'all business.
Because I'm not going to be with somebody who I don't feel is capable.
Right. But a lot of times people end up with a person, for example, you got to remind her all her own dates. You got to remind her all her own time. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how can you really focus on what you got to do? And you got to remember for yourself and for her, or for yourself and for him.
Yeah.
You got to have a person who time manages. They money manages, you know what I'm saying? I can't trust you're gonna take off with the money and then come back with nothing.
I want to rewind the relationship back a little bit. Prior to marriage. Was that same? I know you have to kind of grow into that type of trust. Did y'all see that capability in one another? Like,
we met November 2020. We had Jakari July 2021. We got married we had Kari August, 2021. We got married July 2022.
You know what? I'm going to give y'all kudos for being a quarantine couple, because most of them don't even know each other. Like, let alone get married. Them quarantine couples ain't make it. As soon as I get out the house.
Like when we spoke in the beginning, like, we're both artists. Mm-hmm. So the first time we crossed paths, like,
it was the music.
It was just crossing paths. Like, it wasn't no real situation to sit down and actually get to know somebody. It was come in, let's get this work done, and we out of here.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a cool thing, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, super dope. So I was aware of who she was. Plus, you know what I'm saying? Like, we social media friends, and you know what I'm saying? Like, she actually got a chance to see me for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was
with your tongue out.
Like right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like bare bones, all of it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was dealing with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of shit.
And like every time it felt like some shit was just like, get a message from her. Hey, saw this. It's cool. Relax. Pray for you. Blah 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 blah. She'll call me.
So pimping.
Remember the lava lamp
Like she'll call me. Hey, she'll call me. Pray with me on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like pray with me on the phone type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was never, you know what I'm saying, on that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So when that day came again, like I know who she is, but again it was the feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how hard it is to calm down a bear when that motherfucker pissed off? Have y'all seen the movie Cocaine Bear?
I was gonna say,
Yes.
you don't give them cocaine, right?
Okay,
Like I was the bear on cocaine. Like I was tearing shit up.
bear,
Like I was pissed off. Like ain't no fucking way you was gonna like. And she just walked in the fucking room, and I was just like, okay, like I'm a teddy bear now. Like all right,
Oh, Teddy
like it's
Ruxpin.
okay. Like that's like that shit you gotta pay attention to.
But and it's time for a commercial break.
All right.
Oh, well, I guess it's time.
In Detroit, it's always time for the percolator. Shit.
I didn't mean to stop y'all, but we do want to play these two little commercials, right?
Let's
And
get it
then
in.
we'll come back to wherever y'all want to pick up at. We'll need to play those two little commercials. And we come back, we're going to shout out these people that are very opinionated. I want to give everybody a chance to read what's under here because we can't read and do our show. So we're going to take a break. We're going to play these two
Niggas
commercials.
can't walk and chew bubble gum.
Right. We're going to play these commercials. We're going to read y'all comments, and then we'll be right back. Go real.
Boom. Juneteenth is my Independence Day, right? We ain't saying nothing about the 4th of July. Enjoy yourselves on the 4th of July, but enjoy yourselves on Juneteenth too. So we got Juneteenth is my Independence Day on the red, gold, and green, right? And then on the side, they showing us love with that Juneteenth logo. Y'all gonna see a lot of that this summer. We done put in the work. We're ready to put that logo out there and get it known. We got more colors coming for kids, adults. Colors coming green and yellow. We doing it on the colors. Y'all already know what the message is. So get with it. $13 for your kids' shirts, $20 for your shirts. We only have 100 total, so get yours in. We are doing this for a fundraiser. Then we out the way for all the crumb snatchers to come and get their bread. We just want to make sure we pay for our porta potties and our prizes for the kids. So hit us up, order your shirts, make sure all your babies got one. Juneteenth is coming to Highland Park. Just leaving the Highland Park City Hall, man. They just approved my parade and the festival being in Highland Park, so it's official. You know, you got to get your stamp and all of that. So now it's time to run through Highland Park, right? It's trying to get everybody involved. Is people who don't know got to find out. And we want to make sure everybody knows. Let's get these kids involved. Let's celebrate. There's plenty of things to celebrate. The struggle is every day. Juneteenth is once a year. Ha! That was good, wasn't it? Juneteenth is coming to Highland Park. Just leaving the Highland Park City Hall, man. They just approved my parade and the festival being in Highland Park, so it's official. You know, you got to get your stamp and all of that. So now it's time to run through Highland Park, right? It's trying to get everybody involved. Is people who don't know got to find out. And we want to make sure everybody knows. Let's get these kids involved. Let's celebrate. There's plenty of things to celebrate. The struggle is every day. Juneteenth is once a year. Ha! That was good, wasn't it? Juneteenth is coming to Highland Park.
Cunt is like the B word to the white community.
Hey,
You can call them all the B's in the world, but as soon as you say the word cunt, they.
hey,
I say what I
That's why you
want to
need your
say.
headphones
All the
on,
time.
so you know when you're back.
Right.
I know when I'm back. You said 3-2. I can't say cunt. I don't even have any white watchers. You know what I'm saying?
You have white watchers now because
Off subject.
I'm on this.
off
Oh, I'm
subject.
sorry. All right.
Those are those words like cunt.
Don't say that.
It's right. Like you feel me? Like for me, the word moist.
Oh, you a moist person?
He hates that word.
I know about
Thank
6
you.
people that got a problem with
Dog.
that word.
Man, it's a disgusting
It's like
word.
macaroni in the pot.
No,
That's
it's
a
I don't
not.
like urinate.
No, it's not.
I think urinate
No,
sounds
it's
like
not.
something you catch.
It's not.
Something you
Like,
do.
okay, perfect example. Like when somebody say something is the M word. Like for me,
Like, how about cake?
Child-
You don't like cake? That's,
look. Don't say it though.
It's
It-
something about
it-
the
it-
word that just makes him
Triggering.
cringe
Make
in the
you not want your
inside.
slice no more.
Like have you ever touched a wash like a dish rag or a wash rag that's just not
way.
been wringed out
Yeah.
and it get cold, and then when you touch it, it's just like
It's a whole thing for me.
Like,
Look,
like,
it's not
the whole
descriptive.
thing
Like,
for him.
I've had dreams about this.
I
I'm
feel
traumatized.
you. This is how I am about holes, about like clusters of holes and shit. I feel you. Like I can't make my own pancakes because I can't watch the bubbles
dog.
to do the pancakes.
That is hilarious.
I
What
can't,
is
man.
it?
If I see that shit, I don't even want them
Like,
pancakes.
I'm gonna dump pancake mix over the hose.
I don't like it. My brother
flip that
tried
bitch
to,
over
my
and cook
son
it.
tried to give me a Nestle Crunch bar the other day, and I was biting it. When I turned it over and
you
seen
seen
all that
that-
shit on the back,
Ah.
I was done. Like, oh.
Wait a minute. Now I'll tell you what's funny.
Dog.
Like the closed caption said you was afraid of hoes.
I am afraid of hoes. See, first of all, let's
Deaf
understand
folks
something.
like,
Let's
what?
They like,
since
wait
it
a
came up, we gonna talk
minute.
about it.
The holes in
I don't like hoes. I respect
Tom don't love them
whores.
hoes.
You feel me? Yes, I respect whores. I don't like hoes. I don't like, oh, the music was flowing good and everybody got to smash. I don't like that. She fucking up the whole industry. Hoes fuck up money. You feel me? If whores dealing bread, so I respect all. I ain't got no time for the hoes. Hoes fuck up money, relationships, households, because they just free fucking ass individuals. You know what I'm saying? No,
statement.
no, whores. You got to have. It's a boundary.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what? And opportunity to make some money. I think sometimes there should be like terms of the day. And especially like me being a woman, like he can understand it. I get what you're saying, but like sometimes I think men need to put out like certain terms of the day, like your explanation, hoes and whores. You know, you fucking up money, you just giving it up. You know, a lot of women don't understand
That they a hoe.
But
Baby, you
but
a
no,
hoe.
but don't
Free
get me
ass.
wrong though. You can feel it. You know what I mean? Like I done fucked around with niggas and I'll be like, damn, I feel real hoish right now. You can't even
you
give me
can.
half of my hairdo or
I didn't know
$40. Like I must be a hoe because whores get $40.
They get it first, though. You get your money
But
first.
Oh, you get it first.
You gotta get it first.
You gotta put that in the definition.
the agreement, situationship, relationship. It's evaluation time.
All those people get money after.
It's evaluation time. Just like so. We know how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if you dealing with a dude, you know what I'm saying? If y'all smashing, you know what I'm saying, there's an expectation, right? You're taking care of something, right? See, there's the thing that it's just
Some
an
guys
assumption.
now don't feel like they should be taking care of anything.
It's
now.
just an assumption.
Yeah,
like it's really
I
just
stepped
an
into that role
assumption.
a
On the,
couple
you
years
talk about
ago.
on the female's part.
It happened on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna lean one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? Just
Okay.
real
'Cause I
conversation.
assume she should make me something to eat,
If
and
we
they
gonna
be
talk
like, I
about
ain't
it,
doing that.
if we gonna talk about it, we gonna be real about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like it happened on both
Go
sides.
real or go home.
You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
heard me.
Like so, no matter what it is, it's the expectation or the assumption that this is what it is. Hey, did you have that conversation?
A woman tried to have that conversation with me after I'd already got it. I was on my way out. She's like, "You ain't leave me no money or nothing." I was like, "I didn't know I had to
Like
pay."
exactly.
I mean, and I
Like,
think-
It's not
let's
that.
make
No.
that part of that
Just
first conversation. Like when we talking about the do's and the don'ts and how you feel and how you feel about this and blah blah blah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all talking about like I ain't trying to get into nothing but blah 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 and you please.
I think
the
a
first
lot
thing
of
out your
women
mouth
don't-
say if we doing this. You know what I'm saying? I expect you to be taking care of something on my end.
Do women, I mean, as a man, like, is that a do? I mean, is that allowed? Do y'all expect, I mean, do y'all respect that? Not so much
'cause
expect
it's
it, but
always
Be
respect
upfront.
it.
Just be upfront. If you expect me to do something while we doing something, just let me know.
But here's the
I
thing.
ain't, I'm not saying I got a problem with it. Just
Put it
let
on
me
the
know.
low.
Like
Just don't argue about it after the
don't
fact. Don't get
expect
mad
me to
later.
it and then right and have an attitude. Because then if I be like, since we smashing, you know what I'm saying? Like my insurance, you could be like, this nigga broke and he asking for money. Miss me with
No,
that because
no,
it got to run on both ends.
No, but here's the thing, because there has always been a thing that's been one-sided about that. Because you will have the very men who say, if you got a pussy, you should never be broke.
Yeah.
But then you'll also have them same men say, bitch, you think I'm supposed to pay you for some pussy? Well,
Exactly.
then explain it to me.
Like, explain it to me, right.
1 second. Those statements were similar, but very different.
But you
Because
saying
the
up
thing
front.
you got
One
to-
is up front and one
what
is
we are
after.
both saying
Yeah.
is you got to say that shit up front. The conversations need to be had. What happens is a woman is trying to be a lady, right?
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
still be a hoe.
Right.
In most
You're
cases.
fucking up. You got one
Right.
foot in, one foot out.
Right.
If you want to make sure you leave this with, if
But
you want
see-
to make sure you leave
but
this
we
with
both
an
know what this
orgasm
is.
and
Let's-
some money.
But see,
you say
but
something
about
see,
it.
with me, I don't fuck for the gain of financial
Right.
purposes.
Right.
I don't do that. If I'm fucking you, it's because
Me
I
neither.
just want to fuck you.
Me neither.
Right.
And that's
I've
it.
never fucked
I'm
for
not
financial
doing
gain.
that because I'm
Never.
like, ooh, I need my nails done tomorrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Right. That's
for the money.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
But
like,
I
like,
kinda-
like
I-
for the expectation
But
of it.
But
when you
but
talk
I get
about
what you're saying.
expectation, though, I kind of feel like, okay, if we
Homosexual.
blamming,
Okay.
Right.
you come over, we chilling, especially like if a motherfucker have to come over to your crib after a while.
Right.
Okay, I in a lot of ways are doing your lady act. Like, at what point in time are you gonna look at me, even as a lady, and be like, "Hey, you eat today? Hey, you want to get your nails done? Hey,
I am
because
not.
because you see
But
me
see-
I'm
keep
not gonna do it.
you see me keeping this shit up.
But see, that's
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like I'm keeping that dick up.
But
You know
if
what I mean? Like,
this is why I'm not gonna do it. If I only listen, first of all, I have never, and there's nobody on this green. I have never tricked. Right? I can't do it. I've tried.
I don't think that's
I've
tricking,
ordered
though.
women. I've tried. I
I
cannot
don't
cash
either.
for sex. I can't do it. However, in the situationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because what I know is I am as valuable physically as you are, man. That thing ain't doing nothing till my thing do something. You feel me? Now, what I be believing is we both like each other.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And we both want to feel each other and do it. So we gonna do it, and we gonna feel good, and then I'm going home. You
but
feel
you're
me?
not gonna.
But her thing is, but the thing was, hold on a second. I thought we were just doing it to each other because we liked it. And
But
we
see,
can't.
this is the shit that would piss me off, because the first time you and I sat down, the first time I met you, we had one of the most intimate conversations. Remember, I went to CMU. We
Oh,
sat
yeah.
there and we
I just saw your
talked.
license plate.
You know, we talked good,
Chip.
and he bought me a drink. And ran out on the bill. Sorry. But
That's a good point. That's a good point to make.
But no, past the running out on the bill, because he did come back and he paid for the shit. It was just
But I did
blame
leave.
it on your heart, not your mind.
Right.
You would do that shit for a bitch you just met, but you like me, and you won't even do nothing for me because we doing it to each other. You know, that's
Oh,
that's
yeah,
how
yeah.
females
I
be
know.
I feel
feeling.
where
Like,
you're coming from.
like, but you said you like me. You obviously didn't like me, because you ain't asked for my number. You ain't say, I'm not gonna pay the bill. You just was like, I really don't like her.
No, okay. So I remember the first time we met, right? Because there's something she's leaving out, and it's a very, very important part.
He bought some stuff from me.
No,
too.
never mind. None of
No,
that.
you supported my
what she
business.
was-
That's
what
what-
is your business?
I was selling purses or something. I sold you a
Oh
scarf.
no, you weren't.
Did I sell you a sex toy?
You were selling sex toys.
Yeah.
So I judged her
Now
harshly.
let's get into it.
I judged her extremely harshly. I judged her as some sort
and I
of
said, I'll beat your ass,
sexual
big man.
floozy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, anybody who sells sex toys be getting it in. You know what I'm saying? And she was being herself. In a few minutes, she had said several honest things. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, look at her. You know what I'm saying? I was like, not messing with her. Not because I couldn't bullshit. You feel me? She has already exposed herself that bullshit ain't gonna work on her. You feel me? She gonna want to go where she want to go. She gonna be with you. She gonna be with you. She just wants to hold you to calls and phone calls. You feel me? I knew that just off of her conversation. Like, a woman. This a damn woman. You feel me? Like, this a whole
want
woman.
one of those.
I don't want
I
one of them.
don't want one of those.
I'm about her a
you feel me?
drink
You know
and
what
go
I do?
home and fuck somebody
listen,
that I
this
won't
is what
bring a
I do, though.
bottle
Listen
to.
to me though. I am very good at categorizing and filing away. You feel me?
Yeah.
What that means is we don't have any bad history. I have not made her feel no type of way, Bo. I have not touched her in no wrong ways. You feel me? Now, did we have some chemistry? Yeah, because we two big, black, sexy motherfuckers. But we decided, let's not fuck
We
with
both
each other.
did.
Now we fucking with each other. You feel me? This is better. This to
Much
me is
better.
more valuable. You know
Much
what I'm saying?
better.
Because this is something we can do for long. Now, what happens to me is I get people like this who won't be my friend, and they keep trying to fuck. And I'll be like, no, because you're going to be acting weird. No, I'm not. You know, grown women still saying, no, I'm not. I swear, because I'm good. No. I'm going to be a grown man and say, no, you can't have it because you're going to get weird. And then they don't want to be my friend no more.
This is what, I appreciate that, because I ask men all the time, when you guys know that we are the emotional creatures and you are the logical one, I need for you to look at me and say, hey, that's a woman. she ain't about to deal with that bullshit.
I
She
can
gonna be
definitely
on
do
my
that.
head. I'm gonna have to hurt her feelings. You know, look
I'm
at
not
me
gonna
and
lie
say
and
that.
shit. I don't
Because
want to lie. I want a woman who don't give a damn.
I
You know what
prefer
I'm
for
saying?
you to hurt my feelings up front and be like, dang, he ain't like me, than for me to be 3 months later like, okay, so
But that's the-
you
Now
ain't
you
returned
don't
my
like
call.
me.
Now
I
you
gotta
don't like
gave
me.
you all
You've
of
been
me.
in my DM for 3
You feel
years,
me? We
3
doing so
motherfucking
something,
years.
and you gonna
Right,
act
like,
you
and now
got
you
somebody
wanna act
else.
crazy.
Screenshot this you.
Right.
That's just
Remember
it.
when you had said
That's
that?
just it, and that go
See, I
back to
said
my
if
point.
anybody who
You
have a
gotta
scene
have
like
the
that, I said,
conversations up front, because if the conversation happened up front, then that allows us to be able to be that emotional crutch that you need to be able to hurt your feelings, like you say in the beginning, in the most politest way, before you catch your feelings. Like, whoa, same what we was talking about. Hey, it's not what I'm trying. Like, and no matter what in that situation, we always gonna be the bad guy, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost a
Because how dare you turn a woman
exactly.
Wait a minute.
It's a
Ain't that
double
some
A
edged
motherfucker
sword.
told me today, he
Ain't
was
that
like,
some
you know
shit?
what? I'm going to tell a motherfucker that I took you out and you just had some dick, and when I called you, you was complaining about it. I was like, wait a minute. Why would you say that?
I was about to say.
I don't do that. He's like, yeah, how you like it now? I'm like, wait a minute, what was I saying? You gonna tell people what? I'm gonna tell them first.
It's a double
Let me
it's
go
a
ahead
double edged
then.
sword. It's a real double edged
No,
sword.
but I told someone today. They said, why do women always put the blame on men? And I think it comes back to us wanting you guys to be leaders, to maybe be a wife. You know, and it starts off in the beginning. I don't know how you can't control your libido to make good decisions. And I'm not a man, so I'm not judging, but that's what my expectation.
What do you mean? It's real? We got 10 minutes, and I want to keep talking.
My expectations is for you to just consider that I hurt easily, that I'm a fragile flower, that
You
I
saying,
am.
how come I can't control my libido? I mean, like, why can't you stop fucking other things, fucking other women?
Why can't you just not fuck me? Like, you decided not to fuck me, and look at us 2 years later.
Well, I decided not to fuck you because I decided it would be
Because I was
better
gonna
to
fuck
know
the
you.
shit out of
It would
you.
be better
You
to-
knew it.
She said she was gonna take you down through there.
Hey, look.
I'd have been another
I was
person.
gonna
She
Donkey
was
Kong
screenshotting
your
on her
ass.
page.
Hey,
Talking about just
hey,
this nigga.
look,
He swear
hey,
he.
your whole inbox conversation would have been posted.
You seen her.
Post
you see how
you
she
know
do.
me?
Bro,
Yes.
I watch his
Yes,
I'm like,
you
she
didn't see me how I
exposing
look.
niggas.
Like,
You got to be a
and there-
fool to
there
fuck
you
with
go,
this woman.
folks.
You
There you
got
go.
to be any nigga who
There you
got
go,
any
right
nigga
there.
who got their name scratched out on her
There
page.
you go,
My
right
You
Lord.
got to be a fool.
Okay.
We
Some
done been,
women don't play
we
no
done been
games.
in 35
Listen.
million of the same fucking places that shook hands, hugged, all type of shit. And that's how you know.
Listen,
Good nigga.
I met a woman at
Stay low
Walmart
key and out of
years ago.
motherfucking way.
Look, I met
Hey.
a woman at Walmart
Hey.
years ago, and I thought, no
Hey.
bullshit. I'm thinking, this a young girl at Walmart.
Hey,
This will be easy. You feel
Right.
me? She ain't got something. Either she ain't got an apartment or a house, or she got both of them, but her car is shitty. You know, I would say it's predatory, but it's not in no type. You know what I'm saying? It's predatory in a hunting way. I'm looking for the ones who gonna be susceptible to my bullshit and who gonna not bother me while I got a wife and a girlfriend. You feel me?
Lord.
Right? Because if she I just need mine fixed. She ain't got time to be bothering you. You feel me? But I called this woman from Walmart. I called her. She worked at the check cashier part of Walmart. I called her. And within 3 minutes, she asked me, did I believe in abortion? And I was like, fuck the
That was a
bullshit.
bit
brand new
much.
Fuck
motherfucking
the
conversation.
bull. Listen, she saying, I don't
First
even know how you
initial
get
call?
there in your conversation. She ain't bullshitting. Do you believe in abortion?
By the way,
2 things. I'm a man. This makes me do 2 things. One, it makes me know I can have sex with her.
Yes.
She just said
Immediately.
sex is on the
Immediately.
floor. However,
Right now.
she has also said in
Everybody hit it
asking
wrong.
the question,
Okay.
she has also said, if I get pregnant, I'm keeping it.
No,
I
she
ain't never
also
called her
said,
again.
Or
I ain't never called her again.
or she like, hey, I hope
You
you,
ain't
I
got
hope
work.
you ain't
No,
one of
she
them
was on that
guys.
tip. No,
'cause-
she was on that tip. Like,
like-
I don't, because I was like, why you asking me that? She's like, because I just let people know off top, I don't do abortions.
okay.
I have babies.
I don't use condoms.
Yeah,
like, I fuck
she-
everybody
I don't
raw.
checkups.
No, I'm straight,
Don't
baby.
do
I'm
none of
straight.
that.
I'm gonna get out your way. But I feel
Right.
what I
Exactly.
appreciated from her is
Exactly.
off bill, honestly.
Let me go and hit
Right,
the
the
like you
questions
knew
that matter
exactly
to
who
me.
she was.
Let me go.
Yes, because
No.
anybody I'm dealing
Right.
with who don't ask me if I got a woman, I don't give a damn if later on you find out. I don't care. I
Wait
don't
a minute,
care.
what?
If I meet you and you don't say, "Do you got a woman?" I don't give a damn if you found out later that I do.
Wait, but
why
why would
gotta
you be
ask?
approaching me
I
if
ain't
you
gonna say
didn't
I
have
was-
if you had a woman? Why
Right.
would you be approaching me if you had a woman?
That's
No,
a
I
don't.
didn't approach you. People have conversations.
Oh,
We
okay.
just sitting somewhere and we started talking. See, that's the thing. Is approaching. I just talked. I just said, "Hello, how you doing?"
Yeah, cause
we gotta be able to talk.
well, you really didn't like me because in those first 2 minutes, you was like, my girl acting stupid and.
Remember my whole set that time about how I got dumped right before Valentine's Day. I got dumped.
I think you got
Like,
dumped
look,
that
before
night.
Valentine's-
Like,
Yes.
it was like,
I was up there
I gotta
like,
go.
so
Like,
anyway,
I need you
love
to
ain't
know right
shit.
now before we do anything other than this.
Because I was vulnerable. You feel me? And I was
Alright.
about to let her rebound me. And I was about to rebound her. You feel me? Because if rebound people never last.
He said he was thinking
They
ahead.
I don't know.
Yes, I was thinking for both of us because I know
His
she wanted to jump
clothes
my
was
bones.
outside and
I already
this-
know she
and
wanted
this-
to.
he like,
I already know she wanted
I'm gonna
to.
go back there and let her keep the house, and I'm gonna get this motel, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
I was just going.
Jesus.
Like, yeah,
I was
this is
doing
it.
comedy
It's
talking
over.
about that shit. You
Hey.
hear me? I had to process my breakup
There is
on
no better-
stage for 3 weeks.
There's no better laughter than your own
Gonna
pain.
walk
Yeah.
away from
absolutely.
love.
Ain't
I
nothing.
had to.
No
I
better
was
laughter than
kicked
your
out of
own
love.
pain.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fuck
So if you guys, if you don't mind, I want to be a wife. You know,
Oh, we doing our closings. We doing
what
our
do y'all?
closing
I
statements.
mean,
Okay.
yeah. What would y'all tell?
Be patient.
Fuck you.
And
Okay, I'm sorry. No disrespect to your
Be
husband.
patient.
I don't think
I
I'm
ain't
that
got that
attractive of a dude, but I think
That's
you
all
should
I
be
can tell you.
open to unattractive niggas.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
You got too many kids. I don't date niggas with kids.
No. I'm saying.
Oh.
I think you should be open. I think all women
I mean, are you
should
shooting
be
your
open
shot?
to unattractive niggas.
Wait a
No,
minute.
because they
Both
out here
my
better
boyfriends are watching.
jobs.
Can we talk about this off air? You know, I don't like dark skinned niggas. I like light skinned niggas.
That be the thing. She's still trying to have a silky hair baby after all these years.
I ain't having no
Hey,
babies.
look here.
First of all, look
Let
at
me-
how
let
he
me-
turned out. That hair will be nigga hair on your
Hey,
ass.
look here. Let me just tell you.
I talk about
Let me just, hey, look, I'll be the first motherfucker to say it. Like, let me just tell you that
Let
that
me
shit
tell
ain't
you
true.
that this man
This shit
has-
lasted
this
for
man
the
has
first
helped
10 years of
birth.
my life, and then all of a
Listen.
sudden, the nigga came through.
Yeah.
He's like, I used to be able to wet this shit and curl it up.
Baby.
Look at that, baby.
Nigga, I'm talking about, nigga, you
When I met him, it was
breathing
Afro
my hair
baby.
the
Yeah,
wrong
he
way.
got it
That shit was
blown
curling
out.
the fuck up.
It's in braids now.
Man.
It's
So
braided.
what y'all got for?
You know what?
Okay, so yes, on our sign outs, we got a few minutes left. Go ahead. What y'all want to say for what's the question gonna be?
The goals. What would you tell a lady? What would you tell a man? Like,
Yes, because
or
what
vice
would you-
versa.
yeah.
Oh no, what would you tell a lady and what would you tell a man?
Nice. What would you
Okay.
tell a lady who wants to be a wife?
Outside of being patient, 'cause that
We
shit's
got
whack.
All right.
40 seconds.
All right. So, one, again, be patient. If you feel like he the one, be patient. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some shit you see in him that you know he can lead the way. So, you know what I'm saying? Allow him to be the man and get his head right. You know what I'm saying?
And it's money.
Also, you know what I'm saying? Head right, money right,
All that.
all roll in the same ball.
Yes, sir.
Because if I ain't thinking straight, my money ain't right in
If
the
my
first
money
place.
ain't straight, I ain't thinking straight.
All the same.
You feel
All
me?
the same. I can't
Man.
shit. I can't eat.
Come on,
I
when we
can't
gonna
think.
get
I
married?
can't.
Girl, you don't back the fuck up.
You know what I'm saying? Like if shit ain't moving, you know what I'm saying? Pray for your nigga. God damn.
I heard her say, I will
You know what I'm
pray
saying?
with
Like,
you.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
pray over
like
every
when I dog, I promise you, and that's the realest shit ever. She send me a fucking prayer every fucking day while I'm out working. And I'm a contractor now. I don't sit down. I don't do no 9 to 5 shit. I'm out busting my fucking knuckles every day.
And she's like, I'm praying.
And just out here. You know what I'm saying? And I do all my shit on my own. She pray.
But we gotta know we
Like-
covered. We gotta know we covered out here.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
We gotta know we covered out here.
Abso-fucking-lutely,
I've been
man.
driving around on bold tags with no
Like-
L's for a year and a half.
Like
I ain't
as a
never said
man,
a prayer. It's somebody praying for me.
Okay.
no, as a man, you don't understand how important that shit is.
It's a hey.
You don't understand how important that shit is for your life.
So for you, love.
For me, the advice that I would give a man,
Yes.
my advice to a man would be, if you were raised off love, you cannot marry someone who was raised off of survival alone. Because they don't understand that dynamic of love and what genuine, authentic love is.
That was very honest
It's
thing to
always, they always feel that it's something underlying to that love or something that you're gonna
She
end
just
up
admitted
wanting
that
from
there are
them.
also sisters out here surviving.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you happen to be the brother who came from the love,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
some sisters have come
Yeah.
from love,
Yeah.
They eat you up.
you can't be with a survivor.
They gonna eat
Or
you up.
Prepare yourself
For that, yeah.
for the breaking down of the walls and the
Yeah.
protection and the
Yeah.
trust. Because I was gonna say, people have ongoing sexual relationships or relationships with people who predates the person they now want to
Yeah.
marry.
Yeah, they do.
And it's like you have to untie
You do.
those times. Like, hey, you've been messing around. You've been single for 10 years. This
Yeah, you
somebody
gotta
you've
be
been fucking
honest
this whole
with yourself.
time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
You got to undo that now. That's
Yeah.
a real thing.
And you do, and ultimately, just for a man, one thing that I think men should know is we can take the truth up front. You know, you can be real, you can be honest, you can say, hey, I'm kind of fucked up in this area. I don't really know how to communicate, but it's something that I'm working on. You know, like you may need help in whatever area. That girl may need help in whatever area. You have to decide within yourself if this person is worth you taking your time and divulging your energy to build with them. It has to be an agreeable thing. See, you can't say, well, if you want to be in a relationship, but you're not willing to understand his love language.
Right.
That's a problem, because the way he wants to be loved isn't the way that I want to be loved. So I have to love him. I'm the person, I like touching.
Right.
I like affection. You got to kiss me. You got to hug me. If you done walk past for 3 hours and you ain't did none of that, it's a problem. Come here. Let's sit down. What is this?
What is the problem?
His is affirmation, encouragement, and those type of things. So if I'm sitting there every day, he's coming in the house from a long day work, I'm not saying, hey babe, how was your day? How did you feel today? Or what happened today? Did you have any issues? That type of thing. Or if I'm not saying, you the shit at whatever it is you do. I don't give a fuck if he told me he just drew a picture of a hot dog and want to send it in to a filmmaker to see if they want to use it for a picture. I'm going to say, send that shit. That's the dopest hot dog I've ever seen in my life, nigga.
Okay,
even if
now
I think
listen.
it's whack.
Okay, 1 second.
I love that.
Before we go, I was controlling myself because I have been drinking, but what she said could have brought tears to me. Because as my relationship dissolved, there was just so many insults. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And what I wanted to tell people, what I've been telling people going forward is you must guard your tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When y'all are
That
having
thing is
disagreements
lethal.
because
Man.
what happened was the reason this is no longer is because you went so hard dragging me. Mm-hmm. I can't believe shit you say.
For
Right.
sure.
So when you say, "Oh, I hope you do good," I'm like,
Yeah,
You
you
really-
can't double back on
No.
that because you said
I
what you
can't
said out of anger and
unhear
you
that
meant that
shit
shit.
you said.
Yeah.
I'll never unhear that shit. You
Yeah.
feel me? So let's not. Well, you know how I am. You know how I
Yeah.
really feel. I was mad. No.
Yeah, we don't
You
do
got
that.
to be able to control
was
yourself
honest.
and your anger. And if you stay,
You was
if you
honest.
stay on topic, if you stay on point, you usually never have to insult each other or call each other
Yeah.
names because those are things you got bottled up. Suppressed anger ain't got nothing to do with your other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So let's stay focused and stay on task and stay on point. Keep things about it. Let go of the past. If we here today, whatever happened the other day, obviously don't matter.
Not at
So
all.
bringing it back up can't be healthy for the future.
It's not.
Right? I let things go to the point where I damn near forgot about them because that's what I needed to do. I didn't need those flashes like on the movie where dog was reading a book. You remember? And it kept flashing
Oh, yeah.
red.
Yeah.
You can't. I had to let it go. I had to forget it.
Yeah.
But in arguments, my other would bring up her pain. You
Right.
feel me? And it's like after all these years, you still talking about literally 5 years ago. Like, how the fuck are we supposed to go forward?
And you know what? One thing that we do is, and I do this with my kids too, I don't have the right to tell you that I didn't hurt you.
Right.
If you tell me I hurt you, I have to acknowledge that hurt. I can't say, well, I ain't mean to do. That ain't the point. You hurt
happened.
me and I said it, so now you have
Absolutely.
to acknowledge it.
So
And
you
I'm
got like
that
some
with them.
accountable,
Yeah.
like self-sufficient,
You guys have
independent,
standards.
prayerful,
Yeah.
faithful wife?
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
And
Talking about fess
Like-
up
and
and
that's
take
a
accountability
Like-
for what
Like
you did.
when she tells me how she feels and it's some shit that I really have to acknowledge, I acknowledge that shit. Like, I apologize for making you feel this
But
way.
you got to do that
Yeah.
because you know if she
Like,
wrong, she
look.
gonna admit she was wrong.
For sure. And then I don't
Yeah.
come with him with the agenda of beating him down because he did something that may have hurt me or may have upset me. I'm going to wait until the smoke is cleared a little bit, everybody calm, and I'm just going to say, hey, you mind if I express something to you real quick? The other day, I really kind of had an issue with you saying that. I took it this way. Now, I don't know if you meant for me to take it that way, but the way that I took it, I was insulted.
Right.
And I don't feel like I should have to sit with that.
And that's just communication.
Yeah.
That's just someone explaining how they communicate. So we got to go. But so for people to say, well, I ain't like that, I'm going to say, okay, but there's a healthy way to communicate and an unhealthy way to communicate. And usually if you are yelling or cursing, calling someone out their name, or throwing things, that's not a healthy communication. Yeah. You feel me? So things are breaking down. We want people to go forward in relationship goals.
Absolutely.
To be communicative. To be open up front in the beginning.
Yes.
Explain what you want and what you're looking for off bail.
Yes.
Relationship knows is dealing with hoes.
The rest will come.
Keeping what you're truly looking for to yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We didn't say don't give them a blueprint.
Don't give them a blueprint.
But tell them motherfucker what your boundaries are.
Yeah, let them know
Or
your standard.
they ain't gonna know.
Yeah, they gotta know what your standard is.
And your standards are your standards. Hold on to them. Right? And we appreciate y'all being here.
And if you don't do those things, don't be mad when the motherfucker crossed that line.
Because you didn't even tell us it was a line.
You didn't, right.
On SNL, they used to have a skit where they'd be like, hey, tell me the line and I won't cross it. But you got to tell me where the line is. Because what I do is, wherever you say the line is, I'm going to get right to that moment.
We got to understand, like, in any dealing with people, in any manner, shape, or form, motherfucker their goal is to test you. Period.
Absolutely. So we want y'all to pass all those tests. We want you to write your own answers.
Yes,
you feel me? I appreciate y'all for being here.
Be up front and the test is
Thank
already
you so much for having us. Yes,
the
we
Morrison.
are.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
A blended family of,
Indeed.
of seven.
Of six.
Before we go, because I know we really got to go, shout out to the hoodie designer because I told her I would.
Yes, I was going to say something about those shimmery
Shout out
shirts.
to my little sis, Nia Bia.
I love everything.
Roxy Dollface. Dollface Insanity.
Yeah.
Dollface Insanity.
Dollface Insanity is also going to be at Juneteenth.
Hey,
in the fashion show. You feel me? So
Facts.
we move it. Oh, now I know
Yes,
she
indeed.
did it with
Yes,
the
indeed.
glitter lips.
Hold on.
Yeah, show the glitter
on.
lips.
I love everything that's
over the
sparkles.
headphones.
What she got on there?
With the glow in the dark, family over everything.
Family over
They're a whole
everything.
family, a blended family that's making it work. We appreciate y'all right here in the city of Detroit.
May you guys
We love
find
you.
love
We appreciate
if
y'all
that's
for
what you
having us.
want.
Thank you, Lake B.
Oh,
We
it's my
appreciate
pleasure.
you.
Thank you for having me.
Go Real or Go Home, Mark D.
Yes,
We love you,
indeed.
man. We out this joint. See y'all next week.
Bye.
Juneteenth is coming.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
Production.